will be my month. Alright boys and girls, we're back with a new video. It's a new day, it's Saturday, and it's a new month. There's not a better time to reflect on the previous day, the previous week, and the previous month simultaneously, and also be able to envision the plan going forward. That's what we'll be doing today. For anyone that's been watching since I've been doing this series, you would probably be aware that I'm on an insane losing streak. I'm having the craziest and the longest losing streak that I've ever been on. But at the same time, I know that the vast majority of that has just been my fault, and a lot of decisions that I've made have been poor and very, very impulsive. Coming with that, I've blown 15k in evals, and I just have my funded account. That's my last surviving warrior. So moving forward, I'm just trying to see, was my trading that bad? Bro, I've blown 15k in evals. 15k in evals is insane. I've blown evals before, yeah, but I've never blown evals like this. This one, the way I blew this one was different. This one is like, I feel like I'm doing the right things, but it just ended up being the wrong things. And looking back in hindsight, I could see where I did the wrong things, thinking they were the right things. The whole point is that in the moment, I thought I was doing the right thing, and so I was making the right decisions and stuff. Later along the line, when you look back, you see that, okay, yeah, you were pretty impulsive here, you were desperate to make money here, you really wanted this and that here, you were greedy here. You understand? Like, you can see all those little things that you did along the lines when you look back in hindsight. But in the moment, it felt like you were making the right decision. But the other evals that I've blown evals out of frustration. The first eval I blew because I was so scared of blowing an eval. When I bought an evaluation for the first time, because to me it was a lot of money when I bought it. It was like 50k. You get it? It was like 50k. So when I bought, and it was a 5k account, so it wasn't like it was an insane amount of money, bro. But yeah, so the first time I bought an evaluation, it was a 5k account, and I had that account for almost a year. Like, as far I was trading on that account for almost a year without passing it. If break even was a human being and it was working within us, that was me. I was the human embodiment of a break even trader. So that was what I was doing then. After some time, I was just like, you know what, fuck this account. Like, I've been on this account for a year. Do you know what a year is? I'm like, fuck this account first and foremost. And I just started risking whatever. I just started taking anything. I ended up blowing it. So I blew that one out of like frustration in the sense. The other accounts that I've blown, 2 of them were by mistake. I don't know how it happened. I don't have a copy trade at that time. I was not trading with a copy trader. I was trading multiple accounts manually. So like, I was trading 3 accounts, but I was manually executing on all of them. So I will execute on this one, log into that one, execute, log into that one, execute. So I know that the market is moving fast. So a lot of the time you might have worse feels in each of them or whatever. So I think I got a very bad feel with 2 of the accounts. I ended up blowing the account for maximum daily drawdown limit or something like that. But the one I executed first, that's the one I executed properly, the first one I executed, I didn't have a problem with it. That account was not blown. But those other 2, because of that mistake, they were blown. That's why I'm like, the way I blew this account in comparison to the way I blew the other accounts aren't the same thing. This one feels more, yes, you properly blew this account. Like, as far you tried your best and you failed. That's how this one feels. So it's like, it hits a little bit different. But the crazy thing is that I'm not scared. I'm so confident in my strategy. I'm so confident in my system. I'm so confident in myself that I'm not scared. I just do believe that I made some mistakes personally. After I passed my first eval and I became a funded trader, I basically was all in on trading. Like, as far I'm doing nothing else. I'm only just trading. I passed my eval June 18th, 2026. That was the day I passed my first eval. And also leading up to passing that eval, yeah, I was on an insane winning streak. Like, for maybe a month. Let me not say a winning streak, because I had losses within those wins, but they were so insignificant to the amount of wins I was getting at the time. So like, I would categorize it as a winning streak because every week I was up, every week I was up, every week I was up. So that was pretty good. I was so confident and everything. So the other side hustles that I was doing at the time, I just stopped. Or I put them on pause, and I was like, okay, trading. I'm going to fire down from trading. I withdrew my first payout after like maybe 2 or 3 weeks from passing the eval. I took out my first payout. Oh, just $50. I just said, let me take it out because let me just know that I've taken out a payout. Let me know I've taken out the payout before. Normally, I would have aimed for like $100 or $150. But in the moment, I was just like, bruh, I'm up 50 and I'm eligible to withdraw this payout. Let me just take this shit out and just know in the back of my mind that I have taken a payout too. I've taken a payout from PropFirm. I don't want to hear anything. That was how I reasoned it. And I took it. I'm fair enough, fair play. I don't really think it was a bad move for me. But yeah, I took the payouts and I'm like, alright, cool vibes. And I was still on my winning streak at the time. So I'm like, okay, cool now. We're going to keep going. We're going to rack up even more payouts. Then every other thing I was doing on the side, I just brushed them off. I just like, I don't have time for this shit, man. My phone trader, fuck you. You understand? Type shit. So when things now started looking cooked, I'm like, what the fuck? After like 2 weeks, or less, I think a week, I had one bad week. And the week was so bad because the decisions I made were so horrible. There was one day I went on an insane tilt, but I was even able to get myself back up, thankfully. I took a trade. I FOMO'd out of the trade. I was scared of the trade. Like, I was feeling like, bro, this shit won't hit. And I needed money. Like, as per the time, I was doing nothing else. So, like, I need this thing to hit because I need this money. So, I took the trade, let the trade to play out, and I'm like, bro, this is not going in my favor. And I closed the trade. And I went to another asset class entirely, and I saw a decent trading. In my opinion, it was not a decent trade because of I was already on tilt, so I was almost desperate for anything in a sense. But it did not feel like that in the moment, obviously. I went to another asset class, I took a trade there, and I saw that the trade was also getting fucked. And I also closed that trade. Then the trade I took originally that I closed out of, it now did every single thing I predicted, but I FOMO'd out of it. But it did every single thing I predicted. And I went to a bad trade and I took that one. And now still FOMO'd out of that one. Although that one later did the opposite of what I thought it would do. But like I went to that one and I FOMO'd. So like that day was so bad because when I was doing that thing here, I knew that I'm not meant to be doing this shit. But I still did it at the end of the day. So when I now reviewed it in hindsight, I'm now like, okay, the reason why I did that was because of I was desperate to make money at the time. And I was desperate to not lose money at the time. Because I'm like, if I lose this money, there's going to take me more time to make it. You understand? So that is now more time that I won't have money in my account type shit. So that's what I was now doing, and I'm like, for like 2 weeks, I still kept on looking, making mistakes that were prompted by me wanting money immediately. There was another trade that I took that I'm meant to take partials at a certain point. I always take partials. The vast majority of the time, 90% of my trades, I'm taking partial before it reached my full TP. So I got the opportunity to take a partial, and I was like, bro, this partial is not enough, bro. Fuck it. This partial is not enough. Let me hold to full TP. In the moment, it felt like a good decision. I felt like, I'm this profitable trader. Fuck it, bro. I can do whatever I want type shit. And that thing went back to bite me in the ass because the moment it took out that level where I was meant to take partials, it ran literally to my stop loss immediately. So I didn't take the trade at all. I think I managed it to not take full loss. I think I moved my stop a bit higher. So I didn't take a full loss, but still, I could have managed that trade way better. So I started identifying different patterns and stuff. Then that was when I started doing the side hustles that I normally do. I started doing them again to make some extra money and to not be fully dependent on trading. So I feel like along the lines, a lot of the mistakes I made already beat me in the ass, and I was already impulsive. I was already making very bad decisions. So it got to a point where like to come out of this drawdown, especially with the amount of risk I put on trades, on my evals, to come out of this drawdown would be difficult because I took losses that according to my system, those losses don't count because those trades were never meant to be taken, and some of the trades that I left were never meant to be left according to my system. So those trades don't add to the stats. Then the actual losses that I now took that were actually part of my strategy, the losses that I was meant to take according to the system I have, those losses I now actually took them. But those losses are actually according to the stats. But it's just unfortunate that it came at a time where I was already in serious drawdown, and then goes book my evals again. Shit. But now the game plan moving forward. Today is the 1st of August, 2026. August cannot be July. I repeat, August cannot be July. I don't know if you guys have seen those TikToks where they would pour, like you be like on a mountain or some shit, then they pour water on you or whatever. They'll not be like resetting the number of evals blown. Like maybe it was now 50, now reset it back to 0. I don't know if you guys seen this trend or whatever before, bro. Moving forward, I need to be extremely patient. My goal for next week is to miss trades. I want to make myself comfortable again to miss trades. There was a time that I missed so many trades. And when I say I missed so many trades, it's more of like I'm so picky with my executions that I did miss a couple trades that did do what I thought it would do. But I feel like it's a better case when I miss a trade than I enter the wrong trade. If you miss a trade, you made money because you didn't lose money. As long as you're not losing money in trading, you're making money in trading. Facts. Because you need to have skin in the race. If you don't have anything to work with, you can never make money. So I'm going to, moving forward, I intend on being very picky in my setups. I intend on waiting extremely patiently. I typically lose a lot during the beginning of the week and end up making it back towards the end of the week. So on Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to be even more picky. I'm going to have notes around when I'm trading that will be telling me wait for so time before you enter a trade. Make sure you cross-check every single factor you need to cross-check. Don't impulsively enter. Like, I need to constantly remind myself these things, because if I don't, I'll probably go on tilt again. These are things I need to put into play moving forward into August. August will be a wonderful month. I promise you. I promise you. Mark my words. August will be a wonderful month. I'm currently in about $220 in drawdown on my funded account. $220. I'm still far away from blowing the account. I need to lose 500 before I'm able to blow the account, and I risk 50 per trade. So I'm far off from blowing it. But moving forward in this month, I intend on coming out of drawdown and as well taking out a payout in the month of August. That is my goal for my funded. Before, my goal for my funded was to pass all my funded before August 15th. That was the goal. But that was when I bought my other EVALs July 15th. So my goal was to pass every single thing by August 15th. But unfortunately, that did not work. So now we are going to come out of this drawdown. I promise you, and I promise myself, I'm going to come out of this drawdown. I promise that I'm not going to be impulsive. I promise that I'm going to make all the right decisions. And also, I promise that I'm going to add God in my trading. Fuck me. Do you know that I've been so nonchalant about my relationship with God that I feel like that is also in a sense affecting me, because there's no one to guide me now. Me, I'm just here. I read the Bible every day normally. But for the past 2 weeks, bro, I've barely read the Bible, although I've been going to church more from now, so I go to church on Sundays now. But still, bro, I just feel like I'm very nonchalant about my relationship with God. I've not been praying enough. I'm typically meant to pray before every session to ensure that I'm making the right decisions, not praying for my trade to hit or whatever. That's not the prayer. The prayer is to be able to make the right decisions. If I'm taking a loss, it should be a loss within my strat. If I'm taking a win, it should be a win within my strat. I don't want anything outside my strategy, you understand? So that's another thing that I really need to start doing. I need to involve God more into my trading life and into my life generally. So yeah, these are the goals that we have moving forward. August will be a month. I would keep on saying it. August will be my month. And we're going to keep posting every single day. We're not missing a day. There's no reason why we'll miss a day. There's no excuse. Yesterday we slept by 6 a.m. We slept by 6 a.m. last night, and I'm still going to post yesterday's video. I'm still going to post today's video because there is no excuse. I promise you, there's no excuse. I'm going to do every single thing I set my mind to do because I can do it and because I want it as bad as everybody that has it. I want it just as bad as them, and I deserve it just as much as they do. And I'm going to prove that I deserve it just as much as they do, and I'm going to accomplish it. And you guys can too. So yeah, guys, that's wraps for the video. I appreciate every single one of you that have been watching. If you have been watching, I appreciate every one of you that have been following the series. I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace, boys.